Hello everybody, this is a short tutorial on conditional access to activities. What I'm talking about here is what if I have 2 or 3 different groups of students in the same class and I want each group to access a different, let's say, quiz or assignment, anything really. This could, for example, be used to try to prevent plagiarism. Because you could set up 2 or 3 or 4 different quizzes and assign each one to a different group. So let's have a look at what that could look like. So I am here in my sandbox course and I have set up 2 quizzes, quiz A and quiz B. Okay, so now I want to have 2 groups of students, and student group A will only see quiz A and student group B will only see quiz B and only be able to do quiz B. Okay, so first I need to set up my groups. I go to participants, I go up here, and then I will go to groups. So let's click on groups. So as you can see, I have a couple groups already set up. So you can edit those groups, you can change the members, you can change the names and so on. I'm not going to use groupings for this one. That is for another video. So you can create a new group, call it maybe student group A, student group B. You can also tell Moodle to auto-create groups if you want to assign students, for example, by alphabetically or randomly into groups, as in here. You can tell Moodle to create 2 or 3 groups or any number of groups and assign this and that many students to the group. Then you can choose random. So all of this works. Or let's say you have your class split into 2 groups because it is a lot of work to set up 2 different quizzes. Anyway, so I have 2 groups, group 1, group 2. Okay. So now I will go back to the sandbox course. I will go to my quizzes down here. So I have quiz A, quiz B. So now what I want to do is assign quiz A to group number 1 and quiz B to group number 2. And only those groups will be able to see the quizzes I have assigned to them. I'm going to go to settings, like so. I'm going to go and scroll down to restrictions, restrict access here, and I will add a restriction. So now you can restrict this by date, by grade, that only students who have a certain grade or up, below a certain grade or above a certain grade will be able to access this, and so on and so on. I will go to groups. There's also grouping, and this pops up only, this button will only pop up if you actually have groupings in your course. I have created one earlier. A grouping is a group that consists of groups. Okay, so you can take a couple of groups and put them in one grouping, and then that's how it works. So let's use groups for now because I have 2 groups, group 1, group B, group 1, group 2, and then there we go. So this is quiz A, and I want to assign this to group 1. I will make this invisible. So this will be invisible if the student that logs in here is not in group 1. Okay, you can also make this visible, and then that still means that the students won't be able to do this quiz. They will be able to see it, but they will not be able to do it. Instead, there will be a message saying, well, you have to belong to group 2 if you want to do this. Okay, but just so not to confuse students, I will make this invisible. So click this I to everybody who's not a member of group 1. And that's all. So I'm gonna go and return to the course. And so now quiz A, it says here, not available unless you belong to group 1, hidden otherwise. So the hidden otherwise, that's for me because I'm logged in as a teacher. So if you log in as a student that has been assigned to group 1, you will be able to see this, and then you can do this. If not, it will simply not be there. There will be nothing. So let's go to the second one and do that here as well. And again, we go to restrict access, and this time we again go to group. This time I will use group 2, and I will make this invisible for everybody who is not a member of group 2. Save and return to course. And so now, as you can see, quiz A still says it is not available, not visible to anybody who is not a member of group 1, and then the second one is only visible to people who are members of group 2. Otherwise it is hidden. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. I hope this is helpful. Thank you. Have a great day.